reporting, as I understand it, is to the police. And I think there's been some concern from some quarters that actually it might have been better to stick with existing procedures around reporting safeguarding issues through what were local authority designated officers. So we are going to have to give some thought about how this is going to work with colleagues in the police. And of course, it's becoming live this month, mandatory reporting. And I'm not sure. That's why it's important that it's held within the board, because on a multi-agency basis, we're going to really have to get down and think about how we're going to manage that process with the appropriate level of sensitivity that you referred to at this committee, because it would be, usually you would expect health professionals to be seeing, they might see signs of it, having to report it, whereas in a school you're more likely to have somebody say to a trusted teacher, this has happened to me, so you're more likely to get the report that way.
Yeah.
And then it goes into the police, and then it's what social care's engagement is with that process. So it's flipped things around a little bit.
Yeah.
And we just need to make sure we start to, with colleagues, work out what that sort of flow is and how those cases are managed.
Yeah, I'm sure, some of the learning for that day and the action research.
So it's timely. It's very timely to have this sort of coming along.
But can I just say, on that point, it was interesting that, you saw that there'd been no arrests, yet you'd seen all these examples, and then someone said that statistic, was it 1 in 10 in Southwark will be affected, or have a relative that has undergone this. And then, the other thing, just while I was on that, we had this academic, the academic that put that report out, which was quite inflammatory because it said, that Southwark was a capital, the highest instance of FGM. And then when you looked at the, graphs, you could see that there was a bit of ethnic, I have to be careful how I put this, ethnic profiling, which is how you get that. Because we were kind of, Lisa and I were kind of having a bit of a, not an argument, but a useful discussion while it was going on, because when academics talk, you can usefully talk about things and come back and not miss much. But she was basically, it was useful to have that, because in the absence, at first, I tried to get money, off our lead member in order to do some independent research before the day. I was panicking about it, but actually, just having her, she'd done some useful research, although, you could take it at face value. But, anyway, all of that we could give. Sorry, who else did I see before?
Just to quickly had to, to the point just been made. On the 10th of July this year, actually, there was a similar program on BBC on FGM as well. And one of the points that was actually raised, also confirmed, was just been said that mandatory reporting may actually push victims away. So we have to be sensitive. I've just realized that in my notes. That was on the 10th of July this year. It was on BBC on Victoria Derbyshire show. So we need to also take that into account as well.
Because there were so many examples from health, yet no arrests, and there must be a reason for that.
If you remember when there was a police rep there, and one of the things she said was you have to be truthful to the children. If you tell them the implication of them coming out and saying this is what has happened to me, they're first of all going to ask you what's going to happen to my mom. And if they know something's going to happen to them, they send them shy back. They wouldn't. And it's a catch-22 situation, because they're going through and they're scared of losing their family. And so that's the thing that we need to be sensitive and watchful.
Okay. It's happening again. When we were rounding off that conversation, I had to warn people to be careful as they were leaving the building, because you feel that your head's in a different space. Do you know what I mean? You won't notice anything around you, including oncoming traffic. Okay, I think that's a good point to leave that there. Thank you so much for all the feedback. As usual, we'll continue to add value to that work, and thank you for being so receptive to the work that we're doing, and we'll look forward to working with you on this. And you will get our report I'm looking at Julie, but the report will be ready will end by January, draft report?
Yeah, I mean, I think it probably depends on
The action
research.
Okay.
I mean, that's one of the issues really. I mean, because the action research could take some time to develop. So one option could be that if you wanted to have a draft report.
What we've learnt so far, I think we need to get that out, don't we? Really? We can't really sit somewhere.
We
so by January,
like,
and then
we could
action.
do like a summary report. Yeah.
Okay.
And that would mean that you could get out what you've been learning so far, and then still proceed with a little bit more time. Because I think if you don't give a bit more time for that, you won't have a chance to complete it really. But yeah.
The officer member tension always runs through. Thank you. Okay. Right. So where else are we on the agenda? Is that it now? The work plan.